When I finally climbed up the pipe, I was totally shocked. The prison wasn't in some crack. It was on a massive cargo ship, and there were guards everywhere, so I had no choice but to turn back. By now, the flood had already reached the isolation cells. The warden quickly ordered the inmates to be moved back. Meanwhile, I was crawling back as fast as I could. I had to make it back before the guards showed up. Otherwise, I'd be totally screwed. Luckily, I made it back just in time, crisis averted. But when the warden came to inspect, he noticed those loose rivets. His guys figured the water pressure must have pushed them out, but he wasn't buying it. Back in his office, he made a mysterious phone call. Turns out, the person on the other end was my boss. Yeah, he was the mastermind behind all this. He wanted the warden to keep me locked up forever. That way, all my assets would be his. And the warden, he wanted the fame. If he could keep the escaped king locked up for life, this place would become the most secure prison in the country. His name would go down in history, and inmates would come pouring in. To stop me from escaping again, the best strategy was to drain all my energy. So every night at lights out, he had the guards bang on the glass non-stop. I couldn't get a moment of sleep. The second I started dozing off, they'd come in and beat the hell out of me. Day after day of this torture, I could barely even stand, let alone plan anything else. After each beating, they'd send me to the infirmary. Once I healed up, they'd beat me again. Just rinse and repeat. Rotmayer kept encouraging me from his cell. You gotta stay strong. And of course, I wasn't gonna let him break me. Meanwhile, my crew on the outside finally tracked me down. I was in a prison at sea. To escape this place, I needed to figure out where this ship was located. I decided to give it another shot, so I had Rotmayer stab me on purpose. That way I'd get sent to the infirmary. But when I asked the doctor, he was too scared to talk. If he said anything, he'd be a dead man too, so I had to go with plan B. First, I had Rotmayer sneak me a pen, then I needed the glasses from the guy behind me. The next day, he got those too. This is exactly why I trusted Rotmayer. I was going to use these tools to build a sextant and figure out our coordinates. But right then, a guard in the control room got suspicious. They noticed we were up to something. Moments later, the guards got orders to grab me immediately. Luckily, Rotmayer hid the sextant just in time. I got thrown into solitary. The warden wouldn't let me out. No talking to anyone, eating, sleeping, everything, all in that tiny cell. Then he told me he was actually a fan of mine. This whole prison was designed based on my book, An Introduction to Prison Security Flaws.
You let me go and I'll pretend this never happened. You don't, and I'll burn this fucking place to the ground on my way out.
When I threatened to escape, the warden actually got more excited. He loved a good challenge. Keeping the greatest escape artist locked up in this ocean prison would make him a legend. The next day, he let me out. Rotmayer nervously asked what happened. I told him I sold him out. Turns out, Rotmayer was the head of a secret organization. They specialized in hacking into banks worldwide. Even though he got caught, his organization was still running. Now every country had a huge bounty out trying to find his crew. The warden wanted that reward money too, so Rotmayer and I fed him fake intel about the organization. While quietly looking for allies, Jive, the guy I'd beefed with earlier, was the perfect candidate. I had him pretend to snitch to the warden and rat out my escape plan to gain the warden's trust. Since we'd had that